Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you are new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Be sure to check out the rest of the content. And y'all, what do I always tell them? Y'all leave that down below. What do I always tell them? If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Okay, so this is another one of my story times, and this is another one of my bullying story times, y'all. I don't even want to ramble too much, but before we get started, y'all know I have been literally MIA for a couple of weeks now. So you know, I just started shooting videos back out again, so I'm definitely gonna need you guys support to give me a thumbs up on this video so I can get back on the algorithm again or whatnot. So stop what you're doing and just give the video a thumbs up so you don't forget or whatnot. And if you've been watching me but you have not been subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So let's get straight into this story time. And like, it's actually crazy because I always think of this story time and then like I just low-key get mad all over again because it was just so unnecessary. Like, this story time within itself was very unnecessary, and when you guys hear everything, y'all gonna be like, okay, like this is a joke, right? So if you guys don't know, if you are new to my channel, then you guys would not know this, but I used to get bullied a lot in high school. You guys literally would have to go back to the bottom of my videos and watch what happened and what caused me to get bullied. But I used to get bullied a lot at this high school that I attended, and I was always fighting with someone. I was always going back and forth with someone. Like, bitch, I never caught a break, okay? So we're gonna have to give these people a name. We're gonna call one of the girls Bridge. We're gonna call her Bridge. It's actually funny because like if you put the, well, I'm not gonna give y'all that information because I don't know who watches me, and I know some people in my city still watch me, but we're gonna just call her Bridge. And then we're gonna call one of the boys Day Day because he gave very much Day Day, like, you know, just very much ghetto. Yeah, I think those are just like the two main names that you guys need for this story time, right? So let me set the scenery for y'all. So boom. So you know, it was another one, like, y'all watch my bullying story times, then y'all already know it was another one of them bullying days. And let me give y'all a background of Day Day before we really get into the scenery of what happened. Day Day was this black boy. He was in, I don't know if Day Day was in my grade. I think Day Day was in my grade, but he was supposed to be like in an older grade. But that boy went to jail so many times that, bitch, he ended up being in my grade. Day Day was literally always in jail, y'all. I kid you not. Like, when I tell you that boy was always in jail, he was always in jail. I'm talking about there will be time periods where we will not see this boy for months, and then on a random Tuesday, he'll be at the schoolhouse just causing a scene. He was one of them, like, dark skin. He was a dark skinned boy. He was one of them boys that was very, like, very troublesome. He was like the funny kid, like the class clown. Like, he was very funny. A lot of people found him funny, but he was very, like, he was a criminal, like, and he wasn't a smart criminal because he was always in jail. You guys might be thinking I'm being, well, probably not jail because we were young at that time, but I know you guys might be thinking I'm exaggerated, but this boy was always in juvie. Like, there will be time periods where, like, I would see him for like a week and then, like, I wouldn't see him no more. And I would ask people like, oh, what happened to Day Day? And they'll be like, girl, he back in juvie. I'm like, oh my God. Then, like, I'm gonna say like about 2 months later, he'll pop back out again. Like, he'll just pop out randomly. Now, let me tell you guys this. I used to walk home because my high school was literally, like, my neighborhood was like right in front of my high school, even though I lived deep in my neighborhood. So the walk was a cool like 20-30 minutes, but the drive be like probably like 4 minutes. But like, I live basically right next to my high school, so we used to walk home. And then, like I told y'all in my other story times, it wasn't just me that walked home. It was literally like me and like a big group of us that used to walk home. So like the 30 minutes didn't even feel bad because like we were all friends with each other, so we'll just be talking shit, walking home, laughing. Now, Day Day lived in the neighborhood too, so that's how I would know that Day Day was out of jail, because every single time we'll be walking home, I'll see him, and he had like his own group of friends that he was cool with, that he'll be walking home with. Now, even though Day Day had his own set of friends that he was cool with, that he would walk home with, he was always cool with some of the girls in my group. Now, you guys, if you guys don't know, I went to 2 high schools. So this story time is at my 2nd high school. So I came to this high school in, I don't remember what grade, but I did not start off at that high school. So a lot of people already had their friends from freshman year, but I didn't, you know what I mean? I had my friends from right then and there. So it was a lot of people that was friends with other people that I didn't really know like that. But but because I was friends with them, I ended up knowing them. And that's how I was with Day Day. So I would see him around, like he would come around, he would talk to a couple of my friends, they'll be laughing. And I'm not gonna hold y'all, like I'm not even about to be a hater. That boy was funny, like he was mad funny, but he was a bully. Like he was a bully. I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know if somebody told him that they didn't like me and he picked up on that, and so he just continued with it. But y'all, he started bullying me. Bitch, I'm looking at him like, no, like don't bully me, I don't know you. And he would just start picking at me. And rumor has it, like I think of him sometimes and I'd be like, I don't know, like I just feel like he liked me. The way he would pick at me would just be like, it would give off of like a guy who has a crush on you but he doesn't want to admit it, right? So let me tell y'all how he would pick on me. He would do little things like, let's say he's talking to my friend, mind you, like we're all walking home, you know what I mean? So like, let's say it's me right here, it's my friend, and then it's him on the side. He will like talk to my friend. I'm not saying nothing because like I said, I don't know this boy like that. Like I don't really know this boy. So I'm not saying much. I'm just walking with them. And then after he gets done talking to my friend, he'll pull my hair and like run off. And I'm just like, okay. Like y'all, when I tell y'all this school was so childish, this school was filled with childish ass kids. And like this school was mad childish. And like I would just be looking at him like, what was the purpose of that? Why did you feel the need to like touch my hair? Like I don't even know you. And I would be like, what the f? And my friend, she didn't see it because he would do it from behind. She'll be like, what happened? And I'll be like, this nigga just pulled my hair. Like I would be so confused, like why would you pull my hair? My friend would be like, Daddy, why'd you pull that girl hair? And like by the time, what you would call it, like she already confronted him, he already like far down the street laughing, like he think it's funny. And I noticed that like he will only pick on me. Like he would joke with the other girls, he will make like, you know, little comments, he might make a joke at them, but like I noticed when it came to me, like he would actually pick on me. Like he would say things like, you're not even cute and da 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 and stuff like that. And my friends would be like, Day chill, like what the chill. And then every time like my friends would tell him to chill, he'll be like, I'm just with her, like I'm just with her, this and that. And I'm just looking at him like, you saying that you just effing with me, but like I'm actually upset, you know what I mean? Y'all, call me petty, call me childish, but bitch, when that nigga used to go to jail, I used to say, lock him up, don't let him out. They won't let him out, he's locked up, they won't let, bitch, I used to be happy when he would go to jail because I knew that when he went to jail, I could walk home freely. Because if you guys heard from my past story times, then you guys would know that I even used to get hell even walking home. There used to be a group of guys that were upperclassmen, that were seniors, that did not like me, and they used to drive cars through the neighborhood to drop off their other friends. And sometimes when they would pass us up, they would throw food at me from lunch. Like I remember they would throw carrots, like fruits and stuff at me, and it literally like was so obvious that they were targeting me because it will always be like the direction will always be aimed in my area. And then there was another girl who did that, there was a stud, she did the same thing too. So y'all, like I used to legit get bullied walking home. So like I'm already getting bullied walking home for people who are literally in a car. And I really be thinking about this stuff sometimes, and I think to myself, you was pressed by an underclassman that was walking home. Like if I had a car, which I did have a car in high school, I ended up getting a car in my senior year, but if I was a senior and I had an actual car to drive home, it's no way in hell on God's green earth am I gonna be worried about an underclassman that is literally walking home. Like I'm just not gonna be pressed. Like it's not that deep. And like I will be minding my business and I will literally just get something like thrown at me, and I'm like, what the fuck, like, you know? So imagine like dealing with that plus dealing with somebody who is now walking home bothering you. Little childish things, pulling my hair, hitting me and running off, like saying little like weird comments towards me. And like everybody used to tell me like, don't really argue with him because that boy is gutter. Like people used to be like, that boy is really gutter, like don't argue with him, he gutter. And I'm just looking at them like, do y'all not understand that I'm getting bullied? Like this is not a moment of, oh, I'm arguing with somebody. Like I'm actually getting bullied. Like I don't know this boy from a can of paint. Y'all know this boy. He doesn't bother y'all. He only makes jokes with y'all and talk to y'all and laugh with y'all. But when it come to me, he has something for me. Like why do y'all keep like, and now looking back at it, like I don't even want to be that type of girl. But I don't think I, like, I mean, I've been said it, but I'm gonna say it again. I didn't have a good support system in high school. Like, I didn't really have a good support system in high school because I just know how loyal I am, and I know how I ride for my friends, and I know for a given fact that I would not have allowed any of my friends to get bullied the way that I got bullied in high school. So you know, like I said before, it will be times that I will see him randomly on a random Tuesday walking home, and I'll just be like, oh my God, they didn't let this bird out. He will start his shenanigans. So one day, I was fed up. Like, when I tell you I was fed up, I was fed up. I'm like, bro, like, I'm tired of him. Like, I'm not gonna play with this boy. Like, I'm fed up, right? So he starts his shenanigans again. He starts off bullying me again. He comes up to me. He used to love to hit me. I don't know why he's not really a man, but I don't know why a boy is hitting me. But he used to like to put his hands on me, and every time I'd be like, bitch, because I used to call him a bitch. Like, yep, I used to call that nigga a bitch, and I'll be like, bitch, don't touch me. He'll be like, what's up, what's up? Like, he'll start like putting his setup and like trying to like slap box me, and I'm like, bro, like, there's so many guys walking down this road. Why can't you go slap box and play with them? Why do you want to play with me? Like, why do you want to play with me? And every time like he'll put his setup, I'll just walk and be like, move, Day, like, move. Like, I'm not in the mood. Like, move. He'll be like, yeah, you scary, da da da. Like, he'll just be making jokes, right? Like I said before, every single time my friends would be like, Day, leave her alone, he'll be like, I'm just playing with her. We cool. And I'm looking at him like, no, we're not. Like, boy, I don't know you. Like, the only time I see you is when they decide to release you. I don't know you. We not cool, nigga. I don't even know your name for real. Like, all jokes aside, I don't even remember this boy's real name. All jokes aside, that's how much I didn't know him. Like, we are not cool, boy. There was one day that he decided to do the same thing. He came, he pulled my hair, and I was just not having it. So I hit him back, y'all. I hit the boy back. So I hit him back. After I hit him back, he was like, oh, you fighting back now? You fight. Like, he got so happy, y'all. And like I said, let me add this in. Let me give you guys a disclaimer before I continue this story, because if I don't say this, y'all gonna be confused at the end. And I used to think that that was his way of playing with me, but I deadass did not like it. Like, I didn't like the way he played with me. And like I said before, now looking back at it, it was very obvious that the boy liked me. You know what I mean? Because he used to always be like, I'm playing with her. Like, at the end of him doing some rubbish, he'll be like, I'm just playing with her. You know, Irene, my girl. Like, you know, she my girl. Like, but like, I'm actually looking at him like, boy, you're weird. Like, move around. I don't know you. So let me set that as a disclaimer before I continue the story time. So he gets to put in his setup and he hits me. I end up hitting him back. So he's like, oh, you hit me? You hit me? Like, you could tell he was low-key happy because like I gave him the energy that he always was trying to seek from me. You get what I mean? So he's like, what's up? Like, what's up? And so me and him, I put my setup and I'm like, what's up? Like, what's up? Mind you, like, while I'm saying what's up, even though I'm irritated at him, I'm still laughing because I know that like, this is how he plays around with me. You get what I mean? So, and I really hope, as I'm telling this story, I really hope you guys get what I'm saying when I'm telling this story about the fact that even though he was bullying me, I know on his end it wasn't like ill intentions. That's just how he played with me, but I didn't like it. You know what I mean? But the day that we put our sets up to fight, I knew that he was playing too, because like he was laughing. He was like, what's up? What's up? Like, he was laughing. So y'all, we literally started slap boxing each other in the middle of the road, y'all. When I tell you, and I'm telling you, bitch, when he hit me, bitch, I said, ah! Bitch, I had to remind him I'm just a girl. Like, when that boy hit me, he hit me hard. I was like, what? So, like, y'all know me back then. I was very feisty. I was very, like, you know, gutter-like. So, when he hit me, bitch, I hit him back harder. So, like, we're literally, like, slap boxing in the middle of the streets. Cars are beeping at us, like, because they think that we're fighting for real. At this point, we low-key are fighting for real because he hit me a little too hard. I'm yelling, like, nigga, you hit me too hard. I'm a girl. He's like, my bad. Like, we're literally like play fighting on the middle of the streets or whatnot, and he's like, yeah, you can't keep up with me. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, he beat my ass. I ain't gonna lie, but he's a boy, and not only that, he's a jailbird. You feel me? Like, he's supposed to whip my ass. You feel me? So after that, he talking his shit. Mind you, everybody around us is looking like, bro, what's wrong with y'all? Like, y'all stay doing this. I remember, like, it was even some of his friends was saying, like, y'all like each other. Y'all gotta like each other. Like, they were telling us that because they were like, y'all always near each other. They were like, y'all gotta like each other. And now that I'm looking back at it, he never denied it. I denied it. I'm like, I don't like that nigga. Like, I said it too, y'all. I'm very like, y'all, when I get to that level of like I don't care no more, like I really don't care, even whether I'm mad or not. Mind y'all, I was not mad. Like I wasn't mad at all that it happened. I just was like, yeah, nigga, like stop playing with me. Like that's the type of vibe I had. Because even though Day whooped my ass, I still got in some good hits, you feel me? And he even said that too. He was like, you did your thing. He was like, you did your thing. He said, but you can't beat me. Like you can't beat me. And even when his friends came up and was like, y'all like each other, I literally was like, I don't like that nigga. I said, that nigga needs to go back to jail. And I tell you, everybody was laughing, y'all. Everyone's like, oh hell no, like Irene is out of line. Like, and like I said before, y'all, Day was like very gutter. He was very ghetto. So like me saying that was very like, girl, like you pushing your limit. And when I said that, he literally was like, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. You need to take your ass out of here. Da da da. Like he just started talking his shit, like popping his shit, right? We just laughing. Well, I'm not laughing, y'all, bitch. I don't find it funny. But they're laughing, and Day like he tried to like towards the ending of the walk, he tried to come back up to me and give me a hug. And I'm like, no, Day move. Like you hit me too hard when we were fighting. He's like, girl, you know that was an accident. You know that was an accident. Like da da da. Like he was like, we cool, right? We cool. And I'm like, and he's like, we cool. Then he ended up talking to me. He was like, Irene, like, you know I be playing with you, right? He said, I just like fucking with you. And I'm looking at him like, well, why do you like messing with me? You get what I mean? Everybody is on the road. Everybody walking the street. Like, why do you choose me to bother? Why do you choose me to pick on? And like I said, looking back at it, it gave that, because Day was cool with some of the guys who did not like me. So looking back at it, it gave that they were telling Day about me at school. So he felt the need to like pick on me when he would get out of jail or whatnot. That's the vibe I got from him. So like he's trying to give me a hug and I'm not trying to give him a hug. Cause like I said, I'm not mad, but it's just like, bro, just stay away from me. Like you're doing too much. Like, you know, you're overstimulating me. Like keep away from me, you know? So he's like, man, it's okay. It's okay. I still love you. I still love you. He's saying stuff like that. And I'm just looking like, okay. So everybody ends up talking about it and we all end up going home, right? Let's fast forward to later on that night. I'm at home. I'm chilling. Like, you know, I'm chilling like a villain, you feel me? I'm on Twitter. Y'all know, like, if you guys watch my story times, y'all know that majority of the drama in my high school happened on Twitter. So I'm on Twitter. I'm just scrolling. And y'all, why do I see me and Day's fight on Twitter? I'm confused. And I'm just confused. There's no other words to describe it other than pure confusion. Why am I on Twitter? Why? So I click on the video and you literally just see me and Day in the streets boxing and fighting. Y'all, I looked a mess. Like when I tell you I looked a mess, I looked a mess, y'all. Now I'm irritated, you feel me? Because the caption, I don't remember what the caption said, but the caption said something like Day versus Day. I don't remember what the caption said, but the caption basically gave off like me and Day got into a real fight and I got beat up. That's basically what the caption gave off. It gave off Irene got into a fight with somebody and she got her ass whooped. That's like what the caption said. And then I looked at the person who posted it and it was the girl that I had named in the beginning of the story time, Bridge. Now, let me give you guys a description to Bridge. Bridge was an upperclassman. She was a year older than me. So she was like, if I was in 10th grade, she was in 11th grade. She was an upperclassman. She was a caramel skin girl. She was like a, not thick, but she wasn't a small girl, but she wasn't big either at all. Like she was just like in the middle or whatnot. She was one of the popular girls of the school at that time. And yeah, like a lot of people knew her. And the video was low-key going viral. Like a lot of people were talking about it. I was looking at the replies. People were calling me fat. People are like, oh my god, her fat ass is always doing something. Like it was just a lot. Like people were like saying like, oh my god, she fights with everybody. Oh my god, get this bitch out of the school. Like people were just talking mess about me. People were talking about the way I looked. Y'all, that day, I remember that day. I had dressed to school so bummy that day. I used to dress up to school. I used to come to school with a full beat. I used to, you know, I used to try to dress up to school, like, and not even like on no type of dress up on some type of like, oh, I'm dressing up like, you know, streetwear fashion. No, y'all, like when I say dress up, I mean dress up. I used to wear dressy shirts to school, nice pants and some flats, like, and then I would do my hair and I would wear makeup. Looking back at it, y'all, I looked a damn fool. But in that moment, I used to dress up to school. But that specific day, I did not dress up to school at all. My hair was looking a mess. My outfit was looking a mess. Like, I just looked a mess. And I don't want to be on Twitter where you guys already know everybody on Twitter hates me. So why would you take a video when you were physically there in the flesh and knew that we were play fighting and put it on Twitter and make it look like I was really fighting with him? For people to talk mess about me and to exploit me in the comments, like, it just pissed me off badly. And I just felt like, in that moment, I just felt like I could never catch a break at this school. It's always something. If it's not one thing, it's another. So at this point, y'all, I'm heated because I'm reading the comments and people are like literally talking mess about me. Nobody's talking shit about Day Day. The only thing that people are saying about Day Day is she must not know who she fighting. He gonna break her face, this is and that. Like, people just going ham. So mind you, let me even pause this part. Me and Bridge, I'm not gonna say we were friends, but we were cordial. Like, me and her was cordial. Like, Bridge was the type of girl where if I saw her in the hallway, like if we passed each other up in the hallway, I would say hi to her and she would say hi to me. Like, we didn't have no issue with each other. We didn't have no beef with each other or nothing. Like, I will always see her. I'll be like, hey, she'll be like, hey girl. So for her to put me on Twitter and insinuate like we actually got into a real fight pissed me off badly. I DM'd her and I'm like, can you delete that? Like, I told her that. I was like, can you delete that? Like, this is weird. Delete that. Like, you know for a given fact that me and that boy did not fight for real. Crickets. This girl literally is ignoring me, y'all. And how I know that she's ignoring me is because she's literally retweeting and laughing at all the comments about me. She's literally under the comments laughing at people calling me fat, laughing at people calling me ugly, people were calling me raggedy. She's literally there just laughing. And I'm mad confused because I'm like, bro, delete this shit. Like, you know for a given fact that this shit like did not happen for real. And you're literally ignoring my DMs. And in that moment, I came to realize she not gonna delete this video. And the reason why she not gonna delete this video is because it's going viral. Like, so many like people that were not even at our high school was retweeting it and commenting and saying stuff underneath the videos like, who is this girl? She's raggedy and da da da. So at that point, I knew for a given fact that that video wasn't getting deleted because she was getting so many views and so much attention. So like, I DM'd her again and I was like, hello, delete the fucking video. Like, I started cursing at her. I was like, with your ugly ass. So y'all, tell me why all of a sudden when I started saying with your ugly ass, all of a sudden she replied. Now she see my DM. Oh, okay. So she's like, ugly never. Like, she was like, I would never be ugly. She said, bitch, I look better than you. Like, she's going in. And I was like, you're weird as fuck. Like, me and her are literally going back and forth in the DMs, y'all. Like, I'm telling her, I'm like, you're weird as hell. I said, you're a weird ass bitch. I said, for you to record me and this boy play fighting and make it seem like we were fighting for real is mad weird. And I know some people about to be asking, what was Day Day saying? Day Day wasn't on Twitter, y'all. Day Day didn't have time to be on Twitter, bitch. Day Day was going to jail every 2 business days. So Day Day wasn't on Twitter. So I don't even think, I'm pretty sure somebody told him that Bridge had posted it, but like, I never even got to see his commentary or whatnot. But it's like a big hoorah because at this point, y'all, I'm like, we're literally back and forth in the DMs arguing. I'm literally under the comments arguing with people saying like, we wasn't even fighting for real, because people were in the comments saying this girl's always starting drama. And I'm looking at them like, y'all seen a 30-second video of me fighting a boy. First of all, you guys are looking at a boy. Let's just cut the cake. Let's just pause the story real quick. Who watch a video of a boy and a girl fighting? Wouldn't your first thought be like, why is a boy and a girl fighting? It wouldn't be she's always starting mess. What are you talking about? What? So like, that made me mad. So I was under the comments arguing with people that are weird AF, like, y'all are mad weird, this and that. Like, I'm just going ham on them, right? People are literally arguing back with me. Like, people are literally yelling back like, shut your ass up, you need to get out of our school, we're so tired of you, this and that. And like I told y'all before, Day Day was popular, so people was taking the popular person's side. Though he wasn't even on Twitter to even defend himself, people was defending his own dishonor. And while I'm over there doing that, I'm back in the DMs with Bridge going back and forth. Like, I'm just talking my shit. I was like, bitch, you're mad weird. And I told her, I was like, deleted our fight. Deleted our fight. If you want to put me on Twitter so badly, you're gonna fight me. This is gonna be the real fight. She talking about some high. If you put your hands on me, like, it's done. Like, it's done. Bitch, it's not done. Bitch, it's done for you, not me. Because if I put my hands on you, bitch, it's done. Like, you feel me? At this point, I take my rants to Twitter. Like, I'm no longer in the DMs anymore. So I'm subbing her. And I'm like, you know the drill. Deleted our fight. Like, I'm like, deleted our fight. And then I think I tweeted, hoes must want to get beat up. I tweeted something along those lines. I was like, hoes must want to get beat up today. And she didn't say nothing. Like, she didn't at me. She didn't say nothing. And I'm just looking at her like, you know I'm talking about you, because I was just in your DMs arguing with you. So you know I'm talking about you. Like, girl, mind you, let me add this. Me and this girl followed each other on Twitter. Like, that's how weird this whole situation was. Like, me and you are mutuals. Like, we actually follow each other on Twitter. Why would you do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just gave off weird energy, and it just gave off follow, because you know deep down inside that I'm a cool person. Like, you've had conversations with me, you've talked to me, you know I'm a cool person, but you want to be a follower so badly because you know that people don't like me. So, like, you're literally like allowing people to antagonize me and attack me, because after people started talking about me under her post, they started going to my Twitter and adding me and talking about me. She's literally just sitting there like a jackass laughing, thinking that this whole situation was so funny. I didn't find it funny at all. So after I got the tweet and hoes must want to get beat up, if you guys watch all my story times, then you guys would definitely know that this story time ties into another story time. I am going to leave that other story time in the description box down below so you guys can see. And now that I look back at it, I really should have told this story time first and then that one second so it can make sense. But y'all, like, my story times be connecting dots. But for the people who do not feel like going to watch a full video, which I really feel like y'all should watch it, but for the people who do not feel like going to watch a whole nother video on what happened, let me just give y'all a debrief of what happened. When I had tweeted that, there was this girl that I used to be cool with that started formulating her own beef in her head with me, y'all. Like, when I tell you, like, she started forming her own beef with me, I didn't even know this girl had beef with me. Now, it was about a boy. One of her guys that she was messing with tried to talk to me. And the funny thing is, I shut him down. Like, I literally shut him down. And not only did I shut him down, I brought up her name. And I was like, you fuck with such and such. Please do not ever message me again. I'm guessing she went through the boy's phone and she found out that he was trying to talk to me. And instead for her to confront him, she confronts me and basically tells me that I shouldn't mess with him. And that made me mad, because I'm like, babe, first of all, that's not your nigga. Second of all, don't tell me what to do. Third of all, don't tell me what to do. Fourth of all, don't tell me what to do. I was already not gonna mess with the boy. You didn't need to come and message me and tell me not to mess with somebody who I already knew that I was not gonna mess with. You get what I mean? So that kind of like made me a little upset. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that made me upset, because I'm just like, you know, why would you even come and tell me that when I know you talked to this boy? And then literally shortly after that, she started acting weird towards me. Like, she stopped being around. Like, she just started acting mad weird or whatnot. And I peeped it, and mind you, it wasn't just me and her were not just friends. It was me and, okay, this is what it is. I was friends with her friends, and that's how me and her became friends. So it's not like me and her were direct friends. We had a friend in the middle of both of us that is what made us become friends. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, throughout me and my other friend being friends, I did form a good bond with that other girl that told me not to mess with her man. So when she did that, like, that kind of just like made everything weird, because she started not only acting weird towards me, but she started acting weird towards my friend too. And now looking back at it, she was acting weird towards my friend because I think she wanted my friend to stop messing with me. But my friend didn't care. Like, my friend was like, Irene didn't do anything. It's not like Irene slept with the boy. It's not like Irene already messed with the boy. Like, Irene didn't do anything. And I showed my other friend all the messages between me and the boy, and me rejecting the boy. So for her to have an attitude with me was diabolical. I'm guessing, mind you, after that situation, we just kind of just drifted apart. It was no type of beef or nothing. It was no type of subbing. It was no type of animosity. It wasn't, mind you, we had classes together. It was no type of me mugging in the classes. Like, it was literally just like we just all drifted apart. Like, I just went with my other friend and she stopped talking to both of us. This girl goes on Twitter, and do you guys remember when I had subtweeted Bridge and said hoes must want to get beat up today? She asked me and says, I forgot what she added me and said, y'all gotta go watch the story time. But basically added me and was like, what's up? She called my hands out, basically. She called my hands out to fight. And I'm just looking like, oh, why is you here? I was so confused, y'all. Like, I was like, who is this? Like, I was mad confused. And I'm not gonna tell more of the story time because I really want y'all to go watch that story time, because that story time within itself is pure gold. But yeah, like, I ended up fighting her, just to say the least. Me and her ended up fighting, I think the next day at school, yeah. Because I basically was like, I wasn't talking about you, but babe, you could get it too, you feel me? Because it's like, you know how you've been peeped some type of animosity and some type of pressure from somebody, but you're not really too sure, and then they just come out like and release it like fully. You like, oh yeah, like, come here baby, like, come here, let's get that work in, you feel me? Then tell me why all of a sudden the next day after I fought the other girl I'm talking about, Bridge wanted to delete the video on Twitter. Yeah. Big mama, yeah. You better delete it, because I'm finna whoop your ass next. And you know the funny thing? I was finna fight Bridge next. Like, I deadass was finna fight Bridge next, because after I got done fighting this girl, I was mad, because when you really think about it, me and this girl fought because of Bridge dumbass. You feel me? Because had Bridge never put the video on Twitter, it would have never started all this for me to tweet, hoes must want to get beat up. You get what I mean? So it's like, I low-key wanted to fight Bridge too, but when I had fought the girl, we ended up getting caught, and the principal ended up telling our parents. And then the principal had told me that if mind you, we didn't even fight at school. We had fought after school at one of the parks, but we got caught. And then the principal had told my mom that if I fight again, I'm getting kicked out. So my mom was on my ass. She was like, you better not fight. She was like, you better. She said, I don't give a damn if it's not at school. She said, you better not fight. So like, I didn't end up fighting Bridge, but like, it was just mad weird. And I just felt like, you did all that for what? Like, you did all that for what? I used to see her in the hallway. She would not look my way. I'm like, oh, and mind y'all, I'm not scary at all. So I'm looking into this girl's soul, bitch. I can see her future. I used to be looking at her like this in the hallways. She not looking my way. She literally like avoided me at all costs. She looking all over the place except for my face. I'm like, oh, look at me. Because you had enough balls to take up. First of all, I didn't even know this girl recorded a video of me fighting this boy. I didn't even know that. That was number one. Number two, what possessed you to put it on Twitter? Number three, what possessed you to argue with me when I told you to take it down? Like, babe, you're recording me. Take the video down. Me and you are cool. Like, me and you are cordial. Like, why would you do that? Why would you allow people to be antagonizing me and you are agreeing with the comments? Like, that's, like, y'all, when I tell you people at that school was mad weird and people at that school were followers, and I couldn't stand it, because it's like, why are y'all followers? Like, just for now, none of us talk to each other. Nobody that I know that went to that high school are really friends for real. Everybody's like kind of like drifted apart and did their own thing. That's why when y'all be DMing me telling me that y'all are getting bullied, and or if y'all tell me that, like, you know, y'all have friends and the friends switched up on you, I always laugh, because I always think about the way life was when I was in high school compared to now. Y'all, when you graduate high school, and for the people who've already graduated high school, y'all let them know down below. When you graduate high school, everybody gonna live their own life. Everybody's gonna drift off. You might have a good 2 or 3 friends that you are still solid with no matter what. Everybody else is just gonna drift apart, and everybody's just gonna start living their own life, and everyone's gonna forget about each other. You might see them at the grocery store once in a while, or you might see them on social media. One of them might pop out with a pregnancy belly. But like, for the most part, one of the niggas might go to jail. But for the most part, you're never gonna see these people again. So do not worry about like whatever you're going through right now. This too shall pass, you feel me? Because I used to be in high school thinking like, is this my life? This, like, y'all, no, like, no. And so yeah, that's the story, y'all. And y'all know the funny thing, Right after that, Day Day went to jail for a long time. We never saw Day Day again. Like, when I say never, I mean never. I'm talking about the next school year came, didn't see Day Day. Like, he went to jail for years. Because, like, I remember asking about him, and some people were like, yeah, girl, he's still in jail. And I'm like, yeah, lock that animal up. Lock that animal the hell up. He's right where he needs to be. And then Bridge ended up graduating. Mind you, after that situation happened, I unfollowed her. Like, I unfollowed her, she unfollowed me back. We were even following each other on Instagram. That's how like cordial me and this girl were before. I unfollowed her on Instagram, she unfollowed me back. But then tell me why a couple of years later I seen her following me on Instagram. I literally looked at that follow request like, girl, is you dumb? Mind you, I went to her page. This girl looked a hot mess. Like, she looked a hot mess. Not only did she look a hot mess, this girl had gained weight. I'm like, that's what you get. Because when people in the comments were making fun of my weight, she was there laughing. She thought it was so funny. She thought the shit was hilarious. But now she damn near my size. Like, this girl had gained weight. She did not look good. Like, she looked way better in high school. Like, in high school, she was a pretty girl. Like, I'm not gonna say like pretty, like, oh my God, gorgeous. But she was a decent looking girl in high school. Y'all, when I looked at her page, I was just like, ew, like, this girl is not cute. And then I'm thinking to myself, why are you following me? Like, why are you following me, babe? I don't know you. I don't know you, and you don't know me, right? Because when I told your dumb ass to delete that thing, you didn't want to delete it. So why are you even following me? Like, y'all, I literally looked at that follow request and ignored it. And then a couple of days later, she unfollowed me. I guess she got the memo. Bitch, I'm not following you. Like, and it's not about holding grudges. It's about, like, you had me f***ed up and you're gonna stay where you had me f***ed up at, you know? And y'all, that's the story time. Another one of my stupid bullying story time. And some of y'all be DMing me like, girl, does this ever end? Y'all, I don't know. Something was always going on at that school. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Y'all let me know, did y'all think Day Day liked me? Because I think Day Day liked me. I think Day Day had a little crush on me and he didn't want to admit it or whatnot. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything. And I am back. I'm back in full attack. Be expecting more story times this week. I love y'all so much. Please give the video a thumbs up before y'all leave. Help your girl out. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.